We love you, girl. We painted this pink for you, girl.
On September 18th, family and friends laid 31-year-old Romeca Meeks to rest. But while her loved ones cried over her coffin, the woman who shot her Holly is walking free. How does a mother end up buried while her killer goes home under self-defense? That's the question shaking Chicago right now. Because Romeca wasn't just a headline. She was a mother, a daughter, a friend. And yet, the story of her death is tangled with restraining orders, fights, and a man caught between two women. This isn't just about one shooting. It's about love, anger, and how fast a family can be destroyed.
So Romeca Meeks' killer was released, y'all, and she's not going to jail. She's getting self-defense. I feel like this is something that we need to talk about. Like, this is a real touchy topic, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a mother. So I had to like get myself together before I even decided to talk about this. But I think that y'all need to know the real story, because the real story is not being told. So many of y'all probably heard a story about how a single mom was dropping her kid off at school, and then the baby daddy and the new girlfriend came up to the school to unalive her. But what wasn't being told in the media was that the baby daddy actually lived a block away from the school, and the woman was not, her life was not taken outside of the school. If you look at the video, it was actually like a store, which was like closer to the baby daddy's house. So long story short, what's being told now to authorities is the baby mama was coming to bring her son some lunch, but she saw the baby daddy's other baby mama and she attacked her. So keep in mind, Romeca had a restraining order out on her baby daddy, but the baby daddy's new girlfriend had a restraining order on Romeca. So from footage that I've seen, both Romeca and her baby daddy was both toxic towards each other. They were both popping up on each other, you know, trying to fight, being violent, being aggressive, breaking each other's things. This was a two-way street. So I'm not denying his part in any of this, because he was the main antagonizer, and he's the reason why these two ladies were at it in the first place. But I just have to put the facts out there, because I have to be non-biased, because the story was not originally told correctly. And see, now the community is going to be outraged because people are thinking that a killer is walking free when it's really not the case. Unfortunately, Romeca was attacking the other baby mama, the other girlfriend, whatever you want to call her. And that's when the baby daddy put her in a headlock. And after she was released from the headlock, she was trying to go attack the girl again. And as the story is being told, that's when her life was taken. Again, this was not at the school. And it's just a really sad, unfortunate situation, because now the little boy is going to be without a mom. I just really wanted to make this video to talk to my young ladies and talk to my older ladies, whoever. No man is worth losing your life. No man is worth losing your life. These men will tell you anything, have you beefing with the other woman, playing both sides. But at the end of the day, it's never worth it to fight nobody. You know why? Because if somebody's losing a fight, they can and will pull out a weapon. Especially if you in a state like Texas or Florida, you know, states that have gun laws that protect gun rights. You think you about to pull up to go fight somebody and they will pull a weapon out on you and take your life. It's not worth it. I want y'all to understand, like, it's so much more to life than an ain't shit ass nigga. Because now that man who was leading both of them on, okay, he's going to go live happily ever after. And now this woman has lost her life. And it's really, really sad. I don't know, y'all. It's not like back in the day. Back in the day, we could beat a bitch ass and keep it moving. Now, you try to fight somebody, they can pull a weapon on you and get away with it. I want y'all to understand that. It's not worth it. Do not fight anybody, because you can and will lose your life. It's really that simple.
Romeca Meeks is dead. The woman accused of killing her walked free under self-defense. That's what people are saying. But the story isn't that simple. This did not happen at a school drop-off. It did not happen in front of a playground. Video shows it near a store, close to the man's house. Not where the headline said, Romeca and the other woman both had restraining orders against people connected to this man. They were both showing up at each other, breaking things, pushing, calling names. This was two sides of an ugly fight. From what I've seen, Romeca tried to attack the other woman. The man put Romeca in a headlock to stop it. She got free and lunged again. That's when the shots rang out. A mom is gone. A boy now has no mother. This is about more than one fight. It's about one man who put two women in the same mess. It's about choices. And about how quickly things can turn deadly when anger and guns mix. Ladies, I'm saying this straight. No man is worth your life. Don't let someone drag you into public fights. Don't let him use you to start drama. Walk away if you can. Now, I want to hear you. Was this self-defense or murder? Did the man create this danger by playing both women? Are we blaming the wrong person online while missing the bigger problem? Drop your answer. Keep it real. No threats. Say why.
I would never be begging a nigga to be with me after he got a baby on the way. I would never be having matching t-shirts on with a nigga that got a baby on the way. I would never be trying to play family with a nigga that got a baby on the way. I would never want to be with a nigga that burnt me while I was pregnant. I would never want to be a bitch like that. I would never be telling random people that my baby daddy burnt me. I would never tell nobody no shit like that. I would never tell random people that my baby daddy cheated on me our whole relationship, my whole pregnancy, that he cheated on me. I would never, you could never get me to tell no shit like that to no random people that I don't fucking know. I would never want to have a job to where I'm wiping old people's ass and giving old people showers and feeding them and shit. I would never want to have a job like that. I would never want to have a job that my car was in the shop for 2 years. I couldn't get it out. I would never want to have a job like that. I'm wiping ass and I ain't got no car still. I would never want no job like that. I would never want to be with a nigga that done got so many bitches pregnant during the time that I've known him. I would never want to be with a nigga like that. I would never want to be with a nigga that done play in my face for damn near 10 years. I would never want to be with a nigga like that. I'm getting me a new nigga ASAP. I would never have a big ass birthday party and have to catch a ride to my birthday party because I don't have a car. I would never call a bitch friend phone trying to vent to the bitch.
Holly, the woman accused of shooting Romeca, once made it clear what she would never do. She said she would never beg a man to stay with her if he had a baby on the way. She would never play family with someone who burned her while she was pregnant. She would never wear matching shirts with the man that embarrassed her, cheated on her, and fathered kids with other women. She swore she would never be that woman. And yet years later, she married the very man she once spoke so bitterly about. The same man Romeca had been with. People online are now calling it hypocrisy. Did Holly eat her own words by stepping into the same situation she once mocked? Or is this proof of just how deep love, obsession, and rivalry can go?
That was my baby. I wouldn't wish this on any mother. It hurts so bad. I gotta look at this baby. And he telling me, Grandma, I miss my mommy so much. Grandmommy, I love my mommy. Nobody knows how this feels. To all the ladies out there, To all the ladies and the mothers out there, protect your child. Love on your child. Because when this situation came up, the first call I get was a video of my baby. And I can't erase that out of my mind. I can't erase it. I sit and I look at people, my family be around me, my friends be around me, but it just hurts so bad. I love everybody. I treat everybody nice. I love being around my grandkids and any other kids. I'm a kid lover, as they call my house. Burger King. Have it your way. And that's me. That's the mother, the grandmother, the auntie, the cousin. That's just me. And please, God,
Romeca Meeks is gone, but instead of peace, her family is drowning in judgment. Her mother says she can't eat, can't sleep, and hasn't even had time to grieve. Online, people are calling Romeca a monster, while fake fundraisers and harsh comments keep adding to the pain. The center of it all is Holly, the husband's baby mama, who once swore she would never be the kind of woman to beg a man, share him, or play family. But years later, she married the same man she warned about. Now, she's accused of pulling the trigger. Some say Romeca made her own choices. Others say no woman deserves to die this way. So, where do you stand? Was this jealousy, heartbreak, or just a tragedy that spun out of control?
everyone, I just want to say this morning that I have not even had time to grieve all the negative comments that's going on about my daughter. It's hard, guys. It's real hard. I wouldn't wish this on nobody. I can't sleep. I can't eat. The guys are saying some of the harsh things about my baby. You putting up videos that you know nothing about. Can y'all please let us grieve. Y'all making my daughter look like she was a monster. She was not a monster. I couldn't even put up a GoFundMe because everybody wanted to put fake pages up. You got people talking about her like she's just nothing. You know, it's sad. What if it was your child, your brother, your sister, your niece, your nephew, whatever? I can't even stand to get on Facebook because that's all I see. And it's so hard. No one knows the pain that I'm going through. I needed all the love, support, justice. I needed all the video that I put up the first time. I want to apologize because I was just angry. Other people talking about my baby. My grandson is hurting. It's hard, y'all. Please, please, let us grieve.
Romeca Meeks' mother's pain is far from over. Instead of being allowed to grieve, she's watching strangers on the internet tear her daughter's name apart. Videos and comments call Romeca a monster, and it's breaking her family all over again. She says she can't sleep. She can't eat. She hasn't even had a chance to mourn her daughter properly. And as if that wasn't enough, fake GoFundMe pages are popping up, using her tragedy for profit. Behind the headlines and the online debates is a family, a grieving mother, and a little grandson caught in the middle. Her plea is simple: show compassion, stop the judgment, and let her child rest in peace. But the question still lingers: how did Romeca's story spiral into one of the most heartbreaking and controversial tragedies people can't stop talking about? And here's the part nobody can stop talking about. Romeca's killer, Holly, is walking free. Authorities called it self-defense, but the community is split. Some say Romeca started the fight, others believe she was ambushed. The truth? Only those who were there really know. What makes it worse is the history between them. Restraining orders, toxic fights, and a man in the middle playing both sides. It was a storm waiting to happen, and in the end, Romeca paid with her life. Now, think about this: a mother is gone, a child has no mom, and her family is left asking if justice was really served. Meanwhile, Holly gets to continue her life. Fair or unfair? That's the question haunting everyone. This story isn't just about Romeca. It's about how dangerous toxic relationships can get. It's about how women end up fighting each other over men who don't value them. And it's about how quickly things can turn deadly, especially in states where gun laws favor self-defense. So, was this really self-defense? Or was it murder dressed up as law? That's the controversy. That's what people are debating at vigils, online, and in the streets of Chicago. I'll leave you with this: no man is worth your peace, your freedom, or your life. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think Holly should have walked free? Or should she be behind bars? Drop your thoughts below. Romeca Meeks has now been laid to rest, but peace still feels far away. Her family is grieving, her son is left without his mother, and a community is left divided. Some see justice served, others see injustice staring them in the face. What we do know is that her story is not just about one tragic moment, it's about choices, pain, and a cycle that pulled too many lives into chaos. This case forces us to ask hard questions. How did it get this far? How do love, betrayal, and pride push people to the point of no return? And how should the law respond when two women clash in a storm fueled by a man who played them both? The truth is, Romeca's story doesn't end with the funeral. It lives on in every conversation, every debate about love turning violent, and every mother warning her daughter that no man is worth her peace or her life. Her memory deserves more than headlines or gossip. It deserves reflection. And maybe, just maybe, it will push someone to walk away before things ever get this far again. And that's why I share these stories. Because they aren't just news. They're lessons, warnings, and reminders of how fragile life can be when emotions and choices spiral out of control. So, if you believe these stories matter, and if you want the truth others don't always tell, subscribe now. More stories are coming. Ones you won't want to miss.